So Nancy Pelosi showed up in Taiwan the other day, the world's great flashpoint, to make things a lot worse. And she did. It's one thing she's good at. China's military just fired multiple missiles near Taiwan. That's according to the Defense Ministry of Taiwan and Chinese state media. Actually, China's saying the missiles actually flew over Taiwan. Chinese military expert told state media tonight, quote, "We will hit the targets under the observation of U.S. Aegis combat system," which means the Chinese military has solved the difficulties of hitting long-range targets on the water. So that's not good for Taiwan. Wasn't Pelosi supposed to make things better? She seems to have made things much, much worse. Because at the same time, we're learning that China has decided to align with Russia to challenge the preeminence of the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. That, of course, would be fatal for this country. No overstatement. Where's this going exactly? Gordon Chang is a senior fellow at the Gatestone Institute, author of The Great U.S.-China Tech War, and a frequent guest of ours. Gordon, thanks so much for coming on. So we can let the military situation develop as it will, and we can read about it in the news, but underneath all of that is a huge story about the U.S. dollar as the global reserve currency. Tell us what you believe China would like to do about that.
Well, certainly China would like to replace the dollar as the global reserve currency with the renminbi. Now, China's wanted to do this for decades, Tucker, and so have the Russians. But now they're actually attacking the dollar because they think they can get away with it. And so, therefore, this is a moment of vulnerability because certainly if we don't have the global reserve currency, the power of the United States will be substantially diminished, as you point out.
So this is a core American interest. This is not like promoting trans rights in Botswana, which they're also doing. This is the key to our standard of living and our economy. So why wouldn't Pelosi and the various geniuses around her keep that in mind before she left for Taipei?
Well, probably she doesn't think that it's within her ambit. But this is certainly within the ambit of Joe Biden. And with Biden's crazy spending plans, that is eventually going to end up in a much cheaper dollar. And people around the world are not going to want to keep their wealth in dollars if they think that it's going to get less valuable. So the President of the United States, I think, really needs to understand the ultimate long-term effects of his spending.
You put it so simply and clearly. I appreciate that. Do you think, so you clearly understand it, most people who spend 5 minutes on it can understand it, do you think there are economists at the White House who are worried about this and taking steps to prevent it?
No, I don't think that they really care about this. Yeah, there probably are communists in the White House, or those, at least we know that they are sympathizers of the regime in Beijing. And, I don't know what's in their minds. But, if they wanted to undermine the core interest of the United States, which is the primacy of the dollar, they're doing a very good job of it, Tucker.
It's so shocking and scary. Gordon Chang, thank you for that update tonight.